Hey, welcome to Grandpa Sees the Blinking. Please don't take anything Grandpa says as financial advice. Grandpa's not a financial planner. And if you would, please like, share, and subscribe. Matter of fact, I just enjoy it to no end if somebody subscribes to Grandpa. It just is so exciting. Okay, so let's get at it here because we got a lot to cover. And we got a warning. We got a warning. Grandma sold. We got more warnings than Grandma. Okay, high to low today. The opening price is very relevant today. High to low today, we had a range from high to low of $14.63. Very respectable considering the volume we had. Tesla, let's see, high today of 347.38, and we had a low of 332.75. Grandma, of course, bought her shares at 333 this morning. I don't know how Grandma knows stuff, but she sure does. And we closed at a respectable 346. 346. However, the fair opening price for tomorrow, and I have it on this 4-hour, this is a 4-hour chart. Each candle is 4 hours. This white line right here is the fair opening price. And so it's hard to get it to go right on the exact number. It's somewhere between 341.90 for the fair opening price and 342. And I would venture to guess it's going to hit both those numbers. No problem. No problem. So we're going to gap down. We're going to gap down at least $4 from the opening price. And Grandpa's right 9 out of 10 times. I will tell you, however, when I'm wrong, it's by $10 or more, sometimes 20. Sometimes 20. Indexes were up today, unbelievably. But Tesla outperformed everything again. Just crazy upside in Tesla. Well, we're going to 1,000 a share first, and then we're going to 10,000, and you know the story if you listen to Grandpa. 30 trillion market cap Elon's talking about. Hey, listen to my last live stream. I just did like a less than 4-minute one on Elon and Trump shooting off a SpaceX rocket. I even show it. Grandpa's getting automated. Okay, divergence, and we got it. That explains why we're going to open up $4 less. Volume decreased by 34 million shares today. That's a chunk. 34 million shares today. Volume decreased by on higher prices. And this causes divergence. Only 87 million shares traded today. Keep in mind, 90.5 is the overall average pretty much. But I'll tell you right now that this is a bearish number. If we keep losing our volume, we'll start moving just sideways back and forth, and then we're going to snap, and it ain't going to be good. Short term, near term. The dominant trend, we have a sell signal in the daily chart. I'm not going to even bother to show it to you again. In the HEIKIN ASHI daily chart, we have a sell signal. In order for the dominant trend to be up, you have to have a buy signal in the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. And we do not have a buy signal in the daily. So the dominant trend is down. Let's talk pivot point here. Pivot point's extremely important. Our latest new high top pivot point is $367.20. Currently, we we bottomed out at 302.70 in our recent past. But that is not the new low bottom pivot yet. It may be, but we have not gone high enough up yet to activate it. It has to be activated. By the time they activate it, I'm just speculating we're going to probably be up in the mid 355 area, almost back to where we started. So you got to decide whether you think 302.70 is it or not. Hello there, Mr. Mum. You are on live stream with Grandpa.
Good evening, Grandpa.
Okay.
What a dreary day in Benson, Minnesota.
Oh boy, it sounds exciting.
You were talking about the low pivot point when I so interrupted you.
Well, that's okay. I'll let me get through this a little bit and we'll have some fun. So 302.70 is still a possibility that it's our pivot point, but if it isn't, some of your choices could be, 297, 284.77, 272, 257. That they're all still real possibilities at this point. Upside resistance. The 366, well, actually 367 area, just below the high, will absolutely hit resistance up there. 357.64, 348.19, and in between that, we have the 358 area. If we put a wick above that 358, I say watch out. I think that's going to trigger that bottom point at 302.70, and once we made that new bottom pivot point, it's going to make a new top pivot point, and I believe it's going to be way above 367, probably I don't even know, venture a guess, probably in the 400, 415 area. That'll be the next one, possibly, maybe 500. You just don't know. On the downside, we have some support in the 287, of course, 311, 321, and but as for tomorrow, I'm thinking around the 335, 337 might bottom you out at the open for a dip, unless something crazy happens here. So if you can buy in that 335, 337 area, I think it probably wouldn't be the end of the world. Possible good spot would be, right around that 336.70 area. And below that, 329 is a real place of support. So pick your poison if you're buying. Excuse me. And Grandma, I put it out there, Jeff, that Grandma, well, what happened, I did a live stream, a short one, on Russia and the nuclear thing. You watched that, right, Jeff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Grandma come home, and I was reviewing it on the screen and listening to it to see how many errors I did. I always do that. And she come in and was listening to it. World War III, what's going to happen if the nukes fly, what will happen to Tesla stock, and she says, I want to sell all my shares. I said, okay, dear. But anyway, the good news is Grandma picked up $732.50 today.
Hmm.
She's up 700. Yesterday she was up $881.10. Today she only made $732.50, but she's happy because now that averted the nuclear war. And I'll guarantee you she'll buy all her shares back tomorrow for less. That's just, you know, Jeff, we've had this conversation before. How does Grandma always turn out so good and me and you don't?
Well, she puts way less time in it than we do. That's one thing.
She sure does. She went shopping all day with Dorina, come home,
Yep.
sold her shares. She bought them this.
Paid for her shopping trip.
She bought them this morning on her way out the door. On the way out the door to get in the vehicle with Dorina, she bought them. And when she come back, as soon as she got out of the vehicle, she sold them. I just can't hardly believe it. So, hey, did you see my space live stream, the last one I did, the little short one?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Elon and Trump. I was really funny watching Trump there with his red hat, and Elon had all the engineers wearing red hats at SpaceX. It's a hoot. I think they did it in Texas. I think Senator Cruz was there. And but I've been getting some phone calls today on that Russia thing. People are worried, you know. And look how it scared Grandma. This morning she told me on the way out the door, I'm not going to sell my shares. She's going to hold for $1,000 or more, right?
Yeah.
10,000. She's going to just keep them. She's got her shares down. And I'm sure that she'll say the same thing tomorrow.
Right.
But it affects people, you know, especially if they do shoot a nuke off. I mean, we're going to get a buying opportunity. All they do have to just shoot one little nuke off. It would be a buying opportunity, and these stocks will be just phenomenal.
Yeah, well, whatever.
But say something good about it.
Well, I mean, if they shoot a nuke off, it's game over.
It is.
We won't have to worry about
Tesla.
Tesla or anything.
Right, exactly. I just got a phone call a little bit ago from a friend of mine, and he was, you know.
People felt the same way in 1940 too. So
right.
At some point, evil has to be confronted. It's a big risk. Big risk.
Right. They don't like being confronted. They would rather, to keep power, they would rather have World War III before Trump gets in office. That's how
I
bad
don't think it has anything to do with Trump.
Well, they don't want him in office, I can tell you that. You know that. They're trying to get World War III going before he even gets there in 60 days. You know, I mean.
Can we agree to disagree?
Well, sure.
Okay.
I don't even think we disagree. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, you know, we had a similar incident in the 40s. Evil had to be confronted. It wasn't pretty. It's going to come again and again and again. Evil people rise up in the world. They have to be confronted. It doesn't matter who's in power, or else we become slaves. It's just that simple.
Right, but we don't even have any missiles. They gave them all away in Afghanistan.
The missiles we have are old ones.
They're what?
We've got the missiles they're using are old ones.
Okay. But, I mean, we are short on missiles. I've watched program after program on how depleted we are.
Right. Well, they should start building more. Because evil people are going to be around us all through
history.
There's going to be evil people. That's why we get taxed, and that's why we have factories, and we should build more, not just surrender to dictators like Putin.
Hey,
Xi from China.
Jeff, are you realize the fair opening price is 342, and it's 345 right now. That's $3.
Yeah.
Are you gonna short?
No.
Chicken.
I am. I just can't do it. I get these great ideas about shorting, and I actually short, and then I just can't do it. I can't hang on to them. I'm so relieved when I get out of them.
Would it help if I tell you where Grandma's gonna buy her shares tomorrow morning?
When I short, every single time I short, it absolutely immediately goes against me.
It went all the way to 332.75. You sold too soon. Now, Grandma bought it 333. I know. Grandma knows stuff. But now tomorrow she's gonna buy it 337. That's how far is that down? That's $9 down from where we're at.
Yeah. Are you short?
Yes, I'm short.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, I have multiple accounts. I got one that's always long, of course, but yeah, and I even shorted more. Now I got 75 short. Yeah, I'm short, and
you have a better constitution.
I just don't care. Hey, when the first missile goes off, I'm gonna make money on one of my accounts. That's for sure.
Yes, you are. But I mean, it won't just be one that goes off.
Well, right, I realize that, but I mean, in the world we live in, sooner or later, we ought to get some bad news. I think we're gonna. I'm. If I had to really bet, I would bet that 302.70 is our low bottom pivot. If I had to put odds on it, I'd say 90% chance at this point.
Really?
I mean, I could be wrong. I've been holding out for a dip below it, but truthfully, I think we're going to go up in the mid 355, 356 area tomorrow. Do you want me to tell you where Grandma's going to sell tomorrow?
Sell app?
Yeah. When she gets her shares at 337, I think Grandma's going to hold out for 354, 355 area. But I think.
You said that today.
Yeah, I know, but I was only $10 off. She sold in the 346 area. It's not my fault she listened to that crazy program, but tomorrow, I think we're going to be in the 350 range. I think she's going to sail up to the 350 range. Buy the dip tomorrow. I think you'll see.
Well, I should have done it today, but I was so sick of sitting there that I just took off, went to my daughter's.
Yeah, well, you got to have a little time off once in a while.
Yeah.
And but yeah,
I was listening to Megyn Kelly just before you went on, Alan, or Grandpa, and they're talking about how Trump may have to give up one of his nominees to get the rest of them through, and they don't know which one it's going to be.
Well, you know which one it'll be. They'll want him to.
Either Hegseth or Gates, one of the two.
Yeah, well, I hope he's got to keep Gates, and I'd like to see him keep Hegseth too. But Trump says, I seen a report on it today, he is gonna fight for Gates. He is not letting him go.
Right.
And he's got to help to against. Go ahead.
Kelly said that he's been calling senators and trying to scope them all.
Yeah, well, I bet he has. Yeah,
we just don't know. I don't think anybody knows. So
Well, we'll know when it happens, you know, if he gets in or not. But uh, you know, how long till the election now, or how long till he takes office? 63
60
or
days.
60?
Yep.
60 days.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That could be a lifetime.
Yep.
Well, we got to keep him alive, both him and Elon, and we got to get his appointments through. We have a cell signal in the 1 minute currently. It's on its way. You should have shorted while you had the chance.
No, I just can't take it. I just,
Your nerves are
Yep.
shattered now.
my nerves are shot after holding that short last night. I then woke to 3:32. I thought, oh, I'm finally going to make money on one of them.
Yeah,
What did it give me?
yeah, I know. Yeah, they do it when you can't trade.
Yep.
They went below 332
Well, yeah, a little bit.
a little bit, but not much. At 1 in the morning when we can't trade. Now, I'll tell you
Right.
what. I'm looking forward to February 15th when we can trade again. Trade round the clock. We're not.
They'll never give me sleep.
Hey, I'll get a lot more sleep. I can put in a cell signal where I want to sell in advance. I don't have to stay awake and look at it.
Okay.
You know, and I don't. You know, Grandpa, you know me. I take more naps than anybody in America.
Right.
You know, but
Well, I got to pay for my groceries here, Grandpa. I'll talk to you guys later.
yeah. Hey, Mr. Mum, cheer up here and buy some shares and don't worry about this stuff. You know, jump
Right.
on the bandwagon. You listen. You can't sell them. How far up are you? Close to 8,700, right?
89.16.
You're up $8,916. That last 16 was tough to make, you know. but the thing is, uh, you're phenomenal. You're. They say that actually between 3 and 1% of traders actually make money, and you're in that category. You're elite. You're phenomenal, Mr. Mom.
Yeah.
You are.
Yeah.
You and
I was down 5,000.
you never lost a penny. You and Grandma are phenomenal. That's
Right. Only because we listen to you.
listen. I'll tell you the way it is. You and Grandma are my idols. I shouldn't have an idol. It's not biblical. But
Right.
but I should say you and Grandma are the ones that I admire. You know,
Uh-huh.
because I I I really do. I just and of course treasonous trucker and
Right.
a few others.
Well, he makes us look silly.
Huh?
He makes us look silly.
Yeah, yeah. So where's he on his way to? Kentucky right now.
Yeah.
He's on his way to
I
Kentucky.
lost 4 good loads today. 4 of them.
Well,
I finally got pissed and went home.
yeah, yeah. Sometimes it's better just stay. How's your dad doing? Better?
Yeah.
Good.
I bought him some bacon in New Germany, Minnesota this morning. So.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now you're making me hungry again.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
you?
I got to get off here, so.
Okay, I'm gonna shut this bus down. Anyway, okay. See you later. Okay, so Jeff called in and visited a little bit. Grandpa's gonna figure out what he didn't tell you shortly here, if anything. Okay, so we need some more refineries so we can refine those rare earth minerals to make batteries and the magnetics that are in the motors of these electric vehicles. they can't make those magnets. They're huge that they need without rare earth minerals. So I'm hoping that when Trump gets in, I'm sure Elon will give him a heads up that they need to get rocking and rolling because currently we're buying 80% of our rare earth minerals from China, and we can't make a jet airplane, we can't make a missile, you can't make night vision goggles. As a matter of fact, they cut off the flow of the stuff already so that we can't make night vision goggles. Everybody's scrambling to get the stuff to make night vision goggles because they cut the flow off of the minerals needed to make it. What a world we live in. And it's exciting times, and you've got to look, all good things are from the Lord. Don't even worry about it. Grandpa likes to get everybody excited if possible, but the truth is we got eternity to look forward to. And with that, I will say, hey, think about eternity once in a while. Grandpa does. See you tomorrow morning about 9. Bye-bye.